where is this going? Where we're talking about some of this and some of this, a lot of these things of like their experiences, and like I'm not trying to say this creates, okay culture, but okay, we're recreating more fuckboys. Where it's kind of like you have two females, gorgeous females, right? And I have my own fuckboy. So I think this will help if I will say this is how fuckboys are created. Fuck guys, whatever. Guys, when we grow up, we're told to like, oh, hide your feelings, hide your emotions, and then we find a girl that we like, and we are our truest self, right? And and this is not on women. It's not this part is not on women. It's not on women. How a woman turns that person down starts their fall from grace. That's how we get more futures. We get more.
For the streets.
Exactly. They were like, if she doesn't love me, guess what? Demon time. And like then they become these unavailable emotionless bastards because they're still scoring from that one emotional laceration on their heart. And it starts this fuckboy cycle. And then girls are like, guys, they never want to. And like,
Interesting.
and the reason why I say this is because the two episodes that I watched and I make sure that I was being impartial is kind of like I hope they are talking to their female listeners of like what is like what's after this. Where it's like I'll give you an example. Beyonce, hopefully if the Beehive comes, will get positive traction. where
Queen.
where like Beyonce makes a song about single ladies, and you know what she did after she did that song? She went to her husband. So my thought is just like they're talking about all these adventures, which I'm totally 100% down with. Sex positivity, but it's kind of like I don't know, and I hope that you watch more than me. Where it's kind of like, do they ever talk about what's life after, doing a triple bypass sexual related. I'll let you fill in the
Um,
blank.
I haven't watched enough, but I don't think it goes that deep. I think the standpoint they're standing is wow, that was terrible. That didn't make any sense. I think from their standpoint, it's just entertainment. They're just doing entertainment, which is fair. But I think a lot of people take that entertainment and then want to replicate that lifestyle. And then, I mean, yeah, you can blame that on fuck boys, but also I feel like you can also say men should be more emotionally intelligent. But
No, I know. I agree. Like it's 100% on men, not 100% on men. But I
mhm.
just wanted to throw out to you my fuckboy theory because
So you think that call her daddy is bad for the culture?
I don't say it's bad for the culture. I think it's definitely needed for the culture,
Mhm.
especially for women, because there's a lot of women who are ashamed, who are like, "Oh, I can't do this or not good." I'm like, no, I like my girls freaky. So, what how did Usher say it? I want a lady in the streets, but a freak in the sheets. Yeah,
There you go.
but like, I just wonder if their podcasts or like the content ever like has a standpoint from like empowerment because let's just use a positive female role model. Let's say AOC. I'm trying to think of some Michelle Obama. Like people idolize and look up to them. But well, I shouldn't say Michelle Obama. I'm pretty sure they have a higher following. But I'll use the Kardashians. People will listen more to the Kardashians than Michelle Obama. And
I'm right.
like you have the multi-face god in Chloe. Did she change her face again?
That was terrifying.
Yo, she's like a demigod. She's like, oh, guess what? I'm new. And it's kind of like that is more impressionable to female culture, where it's like I'll even play devil's advocate for dudes. Where when we watch videos from Rhodey to from OTG Genesis, from all these different people, where you're like, oh yeah, I want jewelry, I want all these different things, and it perpetuates toxic masculinity. And I guess I'm just looking at it from like a deeper standpoint. That's why we created this shit, where it's kind of like we'll definitely talk about the things we that aren't becoming of us, but we're also talking about the ladder of like how can we push this forward? And there's going to be a day where we're not always single, or it's almost kind of like also taking it even a step further when J. Cole's talking to Lil Pump. The listeners you have right now are going to grow the fuck up.
That's true.
So what you have to be able to be versatile. J. Cole can make a song about frivolous cars, money, women, but he's also talking about conscious shit. Where it's kind of like, I hope they're talking about more other shit than just sexual related things, because they have a responsibility, I think, because I feel like when it comes to that exotic stuff, and hopefully I'm using the right word, but I feel like it's more impressionable because, you know, after 2 Michelle Obama speeches, people are like, I'm motivated. And then they'll get depressed. And you know what happens when they're depressed? They'll turn on Daddy's Girls, and I butchered it. And they're like, I'm going to try that. And then, yeah, it's just, I'm just thinking it from a big macro level. Hopefully I'm just, bro, I did my research with the sauce.
I see what you're saying. Yeah, you definitely have a point. But all I can say is fuck Suit Guy. And let's get Call Her Daddy back, eh? I don't like this whole single daddy stuff. No one wants to hear Alex talk.
But who's going to watch anyway? We need more subscribers. Subscribe.
Subscribe, share the video, like, do all that jazz. We love you.
Yes.
Big
trying
kisses.
to make a difference. All right, man. I'll see you next time.
You gon' get me in some trouble, ooh, damn you so fine, I should double you. Baby, I came here to win, ain't taking no L's, I ain't come to lose. I'm working, come take our songs, oh, that's your friend, she should come with you. Chase, 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 chase. On me, for me, chase, 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 chase.